Hello, dear students. My name is China Gupta. I am an assistant professor in RPIIT Medical and Technical Campus. The topic that we are going to discuss today is the law of demand. Its meanings and assumptions we will discuss within this topic. Let's start with the meaning of the law of demand. What is the law of demand? Law of the demand states that the other factors remaining constant, the demand for a commodity expands with the fall in its price and contracts with the rise in its price. What does this mean? It means when the prices for a commodity increases, then the demand for those products will decrease. And when the prices decreases, what will happen? The demand will increase. In other words, we can say that there is an inverse relationship between the price of a commodity and its commodity demanded. The term other things or other factors remain constant means that income of the consumer, his tastes and preferences, and the price of other related goods remains constant. Let's see the assumption. If we see this linear demand curve, that is seen on there, let's suppose the price is P1 for a product. On OX axis we have demand and on OY axis we have the price. Okay. Now look at this figure, or we can say a diagram. What we see on the OX axis we have the demand, and on the OY axis we have the price. Let's suppose that the price was P1, then the quantity demanded was what? The quantity demanded at that time was the Q1. Now, if the prices decreases to P2, if the prices, what happens? Prices decreases to P2, what happens? The quantity demanded increases to the Q2. That's what the law of demand wants to explain, that when the prices goes down, or we can say when the prices decreases, the quantity demanded will increase. And when the prices increases, the quantity demanded will decrease. Now, if we join the points E1 and E2, what will we get? We will get our demand curve, the DD curve, what we call it, the demand curve. And it is a downward sloping demand curve. Okay? Now let's take the assumptions of the Now let's see the assumptions. There are the basic 6 assumptions that are taken for the law of demand. Taste and preferences of the consumers remain constant. First one. Second, there is no change in the income of the consumers. Third, prices of the related goods do not change. Fourth, no expectation of further change in the supply of the commodity. Fourth, there is no change in the distribution of the income. And lastly, there is no change in the population. It's there within the definition, other things remain constant. So these are the assumptions that explains the other things remaining constant. So all the things, their taste and preferences, their income, prices of related goods, of change in the supply, distribution of the income is doesn't change, the population doesn't change, means in these six there is no change, then the law of demand is applicable. Now, there is one question that arises, that when we have seen the diagram, that the demand curve is a downward sloping. Now, the question arises, why the demand curve is a downward sloping, or why does the demand curve has a downward slope? So there are a basic 5 causes because of which the demand curve is a downward sloping. The first is law of diminishing marginal utility. Now, as the consumption of a commodity increases, the utility from each successive unit diminishes. Simply means when the consumption of a commodity per unit increases, the utility with every successive unit starts diminishing. That is the law of diminishing marginal utility. Therefore, with every additional unit to be purchased, the consumer is willing to pay less price. That's why the very first reason why the slope of the demand curve is downward sloping. Second, income effect change. Change in the own prices of the commodity causes a change in the real income of the consumer. When the prices of the commodity itself changes, it will change the income of the consumer. Now, if the prices falls, the real income of a person increases, and accordingly the demand for the commodity will increase. And similarly, when the prices rises, real income decreases. So accordingly, demand for the commodity will also decrease. So the income effect or change also leads to the downward slope of the demand curve. Third is substitution effect. That refers to the submission of one commodity from other when one becomes relatively cheaper due to the change in the relative prices. Example, the petrol can be substituted with diesel or CNG. So if the price of one commodity changes, will lead to the change in the demand of the substituted good. Fourth is the fourth point, or we can say the fourth cause is size of the consumer groups. Now it attracts new buyers who can afford to buy it. Hence, quality demand will rise. And the fifth reason or the cause for the downward slope is the different use. If a commodity has different uses, then demand will expand if prices decreases. Example, the milk has various we can say the uses. It can be used for a curd, paneer, butter, drinking directly. So there are many uses of the milk. So the demand for the commodity which has different uses will expand if prices of these commodity decreases. That's all for today. If you liked my video, please like and share, and please subscribe the RPIIT Academics channel. Thank you.